Hello, hello, hello. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome. And so on and so forth. Today we will be doing some World of Horror, which I don't remember buying. It's a game on my Steam list, and for the life of me, I don't remember buying it. So it must have been a while ago. World of Horror, can't remember buying it. Nope. That's the true horror. It's definitely weird. I mean, I wonder if it says on the, probably not. Like when you purchase something. I don't think it does. But it is a, whoops. It is a 1-bit love letter to Junji Ito and H.P. Lovecraft. It'd be in the receipt section. I don't know where that is. You expect me to find that? Let's see. I know it's been a while, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, it probably been well over a year or something because it's been there for a while. I just don't remember when. Account details, purchase history. I'm gonna have to go through everything. Yeah, that'd take me forever. Because it'd be everything. Especially if it was, you know, like a year ago. I was hoping more for like a, you know, instant give me number, you know? But, yeah. I bought it for a good reason, I'm sure. I just don't remember why. Probably for a situation just like this, where it doesn't seem like a bad game. It's obviously very retro. I think that above all can be said. Everything else just gives last played. Yeah, which obviously I had to, I wanted to test it just to see how it ran. And I didn't check when I last played it. It came out in 2020, so we know this. It has to be somewhere around... like, it couldn't have been beyond that. But it is an early access game. It's fairly cheap. And, again, it just looked like an interesting game to play. Very horror-based. And it has glorious pixelated art. But yeah, it's it looks good. I think it will be good, but I have not played it. So if there are any complications, we will be finding those out together. I know absolutely nothing about it. I had to look on the Steam page to even say what I said. But it's gotten good reviews. But that is the general plan. Don't know if we'll be doing more Baldur's Gate this week. What with scheduling and you know, availability. It's possible. Who knows? It's very up in the air. I make no promises. I also do not know how long the stream will run. They also updated Cult of the Lamb. Must update. Yeah, I think I noticed that when I was setting this stuff up. It wasn't a major update. I think it was like a crossover, I think. Don't Starve crossover, yeah. Which, I mean, you know, they just added a few things. Generally, crossovers, yeah, they always feel minimal. Maybe this crossover adds good enough stuff. But, I don't know. Most games that I've seen that do crossovers, they're generally pretty minimal, you know. But yeah, looks like new decorations. And yeah, survival mode, which I guess is pretty interesting. Like an actual different mode. That's probably the biggest thing. Which basically, yeah, you have to eat and sleep yourself. Which is pretty interesting. It's a pretty, I will say, out of all the crossovers I've experienced, that one probably adds the most. But then again, I feel like that was probably planned. Like they were gonna add that mode anyway. Which, I mean, it does raise a lot of questions. Because, like, you have to do that to everyone else. The fact that it took them this long to be like, okay, now you have to take care of yourself. You have to eat and sleep. I feel like the proper ascension of tasks is that eventually Cult of the Lamb just becomes The Sims. Where like you take care of your cult, but you know, like you have to take care of everybody, including yourself. You know, you have to eat, sleep, and poop, and then clean up after yourself, and and then it's just all cult all the time. That feels like a sequel thing or like a spin-off. Because I feel like they're pretty knee-deep in the rogue type at the moment. So it'd be very strange for them to... I always assumed they figured out the lamb does have to eat, although the fact he now is a literal god makes no sense beforehand, though. I mean, you're like ascending to godhood. But obviously, yes, like once you beat the game, it's very obvious that that's the goal, is that it's like, I am the god. Which of course makes making a sequel difficult, unless of course they just repeat the cycle. But then again, I don't think they plan on doing that. I feel like a spin-off would be more viable. Like doing a Sims type game. But then again, they're kind of in a corner. Like Cult of the Lamb, you can't really do anything without the lamb. What if your cult isn't a lamb? Not unless they really try to do some like play on words. Or it just becomes like a subgenre, like, oh, you are a member of the cult of the Lamb, and therefore you must do the thing, and you know. We shall see where they go. There's supposedly one more big update, like, before. I mean, yeah. I don't see why they would stop. It's just, it goes back to the irony that we were talking about with, like, Phasmophobia. Where, you have some games like Call of the Lamb that's equally as indie. Then again, maybe they're not. Maybe one is blatantly more, you know, has more money, more development team. But it's definitely funny when you compare the two. Like, both are indie games technically, and Phasmophobia is like barely keeping together, and then Cult of the Lamb is like booming and prospering. To be fair, while the update had its problems, they were quick to fix, or weren't as bad as the freezing and crashing. True, they are trying to fix them. I have seen multiple updates, but still, that's kind of a bad, like, I don't know, that's a bad vibe when your major update that people have been dying for, people have been waiting for it, just kind of flops, you know? It just clearly doesn't do well because it barely holds up. It shows how superior Cult of the Lamb is. I mean, again, to me, it's more of like a, I don't know, it's like a weird social experiment thing where looking at it, it's fascinating, and maybe again, it's just the fact that I'm not sure how large the teams are. Cult of the Lamb could have a 4 times as large team as Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia could be literally made by like 3 dudes. I would be pretty shocked, but you know, hey. Let's see. It's like Kinetic Games. I think. I don't know how you would figure out exactly, but like, I don't know, it just seems... It seems weird, it seems odd, is all. It's such a major, like, whiplash. But then again, maybe it's just the tools that you're using. I mean, you know, I know people do that all the time as well, where it's like, oh, well, you know, Cult of the Lamb could be easier to program because it's 2D, you know, kind of cutesy looking. The art is vibrant, but it's probably more simple. It's 2D rather than 3D. Semi-procedurally generated, kind of random, but not, you know, probably not massively. It'd probably be the publisher. Developer isn't huge, but probably gave them the more money than Phasmophobia's publisher. Bigger budget never hurts. I mean, yeah. It's believable. Because again, like, you know, it's just it's a very strange thought. And with the fact, because like, I was also thinking about this. I was looking up other games. There are so many Phasmophobia clones happening, you know. I mean, one was Demonologist that I know Soap was trying to get me into, but obviously, yeah. I don't know why, but it made my computer crash hard, like... but apparently it's a common issue with, like, memory leaks. But yeah, it's definitely, like... It's just fascinating that a game that has opened up a genre, Phasmophobia, you know, ghost hunting, I've never seen these games so popular before until Phasmophobia, and yet it feels like Phasmophobia is falling behind. Like it's falling behind in its own genre that it's paved the way for. Maybe I'm crazy though. Like maybe it is still like top tier. Like maybe I just haven't truly played a god awful version. Though I do like that Demonologist's major selling point is realistic graphics. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. A good example would be like Dead by Daylight, because asymmetrical games were another one that like I never saw them very heavily. Like I think the very first asymmetrical multiplayer game I ever played was Evolve, maybe? You know, like where you played as the monster and then you had the hunters. And it's a game that very quickly died out because I forget, there were like balancing issues or just, you know, general issues, you know, game development issues. So it's amazing that Dead by Daylight paved its way and then it's kind of stayed on top. Like only just recently has a game come out that I think people are raving over, and that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The game, I guess I should say, not the movie. The movie was good, but turns out Dead by Daylight doesn't have a movie. The only reason I feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre will win, if it keeps it up, is that it's 3v4. And so you can play multiplayer, you know, no matter what. You're with a team, you're with friends. 'Cause that was a big kicker for me with Dead by Daylight, where it's just like, there's only one way to play if you're playing with even 2 people. But like with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's you can play with 3 people, both as the killer or whatever they call it, the family, or as the survivor, the victims. Though I do find that very amusing. I remember hearing that on the like just their announcement video, explaining like, oh, it's the family versus the victims, because it was clearly like, you know, like Dead by Daylight is so close to the whole killer v survivor. We can't say killer or survivor. They have to be very distinct. But apparently from a couple quick review readings, it is buggy a little bit. And then obviously you have the occasional person yelling about someone yelling about the game needing proximity chat. Hello, Sorens. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. When I typed World of Horror in category, I didn't expect someone to be streaming it. This was very out of the blue for me. I've had it in my Steam library for quite a while. I've heard good things about it, but I've never played it. So I thought today would be a good time to give it a try. And I will be as clueless as I ever will be. I know very little about it. But I suppose, yes, we could transition to the game. Let's get rid of this music. Ah. And I do remember the login, the booting up process. Yes, it's a little loud. Whoops, that was a little early. There we go. As you can see, very retro. Also, I might turn down the music a smidge. It's a little loud on OBS's end. I don't think audio is going to be a huge thing about this game, but maybe I'll be wrong. So as you can see, it is incredibly old looking. But I think that's just the charm. Press Q to restart. I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna be doing that a lot. Important changes. Dog shop. Yakuza card. Slot and discount slot no longer share a space. The 1-bit games are rare. And for real, yeah. It's always 8-bit. Everybody always goes for 8-bit. I know nothing about the game, and I feel like most people won't either. So let's customize the order your allies to attack. Yeah, I think the game is turn-based, which I'm assuming it's because of creatures? Question mark? Would you like to customize your next playthrough look? There are many color palettes. I've already kind of done that, and this one was the most appealing on screen. You can definitely do quite a bit. I'm gonna stick with standard. Generic. If it's your first time playing World of Horror, it is recommended that you start with the spine-chilling story of School Scissors option before trying more complex playthroughs. That sounds like a good idea, because I don't know jack diddly. No, I say we go into death mode, that I immediately hover over. The difficulty seems pretty... So difficulty and complexity are definitely two separate things. Stick with... Let's not do cultist. I think it was on cultist. Let's do let's do normal now that I'm seeing sudden death good for beginners. It's good to really get that game going quick. I'd like to think I can handle normal. Just do Harbinger of Doom mode first. I think we're good. Timelines should be fair. Start your playthrough with a randomly chosen timeline. Timeline choice determines changes and mysteries and their endings. So that's the, I guess, starting one that it just kind of chose for me. Every year, the city is visited by hundreds of tourists interested in the paranormal. Let's stick with timeline A. Sounds like a good, you know, baby steps. I'm all about them baby steps. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1908X. Ambiguous timeline. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. Just everyday, everyday stuff. Rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Like AOL. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago are awakened as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand. And you finally arrived in the doomed town. I got shot! Okay, we're just jumping right in. I just have a straight razor on me? I'm guessing this is my inventory. Sharp, one-handed. I say we use the fish. Oh, it's just food. We could still use it as a weapon. Feel like getting hit by a fish would do that to you. Welcome to the... Get this out of here. The story so far. Give it to me straight, Doc. You've been following the weird cult for weeks now. Barely surviving the encounter with the skin hag at the nursery. I feel like we skipped something. No, let's turn on to combat tutorial. After hearing about the skin hag, I feel like, you know, it might not hurt. It's a race against time, and you can't rest until our town is safe. I'll take your word for it. Start the mystery. Spine-chilling story of school scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it, a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the whitest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left you his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst that could happen? Death. I'm armed with a tuna and a straight razor. I'm clearly the most capable person at hand. Also, I'm pretty sure that's not a tuna. Maybe it is a tuna. I never heard of a taiyaki. I'm assuming it means something. Fish. The school is eerily quiet at this hour. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, it's to stop the tall woman with scissors. That's very ambiguous. That's very just like... I think it's a cake that's shaped like a fish. Oh yeah, that is a thing. I forgot about those. I'll still slap someone with it. Just... You'll need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch as my mouth just falls apart. Eldritch sigil, and then the lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. As you do, access your storage, explore school, perform the ritual. I say we perform the ritual without doing literally any form of exploration. Check out the school lockers. Let's check out, okay, so my logic is we explore the school. The lockers will probably need a code or a key, right? That makes sense. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Poke it. Needs anatomy class perk. I have a feeling I don't have that. You know, let's really just throw some excitement. I mean, my options are pretty limited. I either do the thing that I don't know or get closer, so I can't move away. Can I? Against your better judgment, because some guy pushed a button, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. The principal's not gonna be happy, man. Resolve this event. Yes, I resolve this. Let's leave as we should have done. Blessed chalk not found. Holy candles not found. You feel like something horrible is happening within the school. What gave it away? You must hurry and find those items. I guess let's continue exploring. I don't suppose I have to do a lot of clicking, do I? This is very point and clicky. Port messages will appear here. You found a new item, straight razor. I've had that. You've started a new mystery spine. Okay, yeah. I'm getting a feel. There's some stuff you have to click, but I think it's all obvious. It'll be obvious. That's good. Because I have a sneaking suspicion. Somehow it'll blow by me. Like this. I mean, this looks pretty important. Somebody's drawing freaking occult symbols and... Let's continue exploring. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside is an old Anonymy model. Its heart beating. The sight almost makes you sick. I'm not doing great. Let's poke it. I'm getting a lot of negatives here. Something evil stalks the empty school corridors. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. You must hurry and find it. There's a lot of events that just hurt you. I just want to go and be free and not be hurt. Peek outside. See, now this is one of those, like, games have done this as apparently as old as time. What do they mean by peek outside? Like, apparently it's on the roof. So, I mean, that's outside. I like the idea of tempting fate. Let's peek outside. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the, we've already read this. To open the door, click on the handle. Okay, so, as was mentioned before, this is the obvious part. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll avoid. Maybe it's best I didn't fling it open. Let's just double check. Yep, he's still there. Yeah, okay, let's let's continue exploring. Why are you going to the gym? I already know it's on the roof. The gym is also got the all-seeing eye. Something is wrong. Instead of a clear blue sky, you see the bloated corpse of a long-forgotten deity looming over the school's roof. As you do. The barrier between worlds is coming apart. You must hurry or risk being noticed by whatever other eldritch horrors still lurk here. Try to sneak. Now, I'm gonna assume that this is a stat thing, right? You know, dex, be some good athletics for running. Or maybe it is just a right and wrong. It's a big eyeball. Surely we can't sneak around the big eyeball. Run, I guess. Strength. I was correct. It was a stat thing, and I chose the bigger number. Strength check, success. You succeed in grabbing the backpack and return to the staircase leading back to our world. 10 XP. Resolve the event. I didn't get eaten by Eyeball God. This got apocalyptic fast. Yeah, I feel like maybe when I did load up the game before, I feel like I skipped something. It feels like I have been thrown into the very thick of it. I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here. I'm better late than never. You found Blessed Chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in the ritual. Nah, Junji Ito style horror is just random eldritch events. Well, at least I can, you know, at least rest easy that I didn't, like, skip something. Obviously we can't start the ritual, but I could reach all of them. One. Uh-oh. I have a sneaking suspicion. I don't know the design. don't suppose your notebook... I have a knife. Is that my straight razor? Okay, we're getting somewhere. That's a thing. The sigil was weakened the demon for a while. Careful with the lines. Yeah, careful with the lines there, friendo. Looks like a freaking kindergartner drew this. Mario is acting strange. Need to talk with her after class. I hope she didn't attempt the ritual. I've hidden the candles in one of the classrooms. Tomorrow I will try to perform the ritual. Maybe I should have read this earlier. A strange tall woman been following something day something. Hurry up. Yeah, I can read scribbles. Okay. So his symbol was just a bunch of... Okay, so his symbol did not resemble. It had like a little L. Little L and big star. That's kind of it. Oh look, a Cthulhu monster. Just another Tuesday. I have drew L star thing. No, it's not that one. I think we got it. I'm gonna go for it. I think we got it, but I need the candles, so I can't perform a ritual. But he did mention where it was, but it sounds like I can't really choose where I want to go. It sounds like I'm kind of... I must let my spirit take me in the direction. But they're apparently in the classroom. No, I have the candles. That's what it... Or no, I have the chalk. I don't have the paint. I've been paying attention. Why are we going back to the gym? Hello. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. Do you have a pair of scissors? Are you all snip snip? I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Your face is moving, lady. Like, but not in the normal face moving way. You know, it's kind of like, woo woo woo. I'll decline. Ow. I won't decline. She suddenly grabs your wrist. I insist. Or maybe I do decline. This feels like a 50-50 split. Okay, so if I decline again, will I be getting away, or is this literally just me, like, you know, very wimpily, like, eh. You need those scissors. Do I? I don't need a pair of scissors. I already have a straight razor. Speaking of, oh, I apparently cannot choose it. Okay, lady, you make a you make a hard bargain. I was joking because of her face. Luck check, failure. Ooh. The creepy substitute teacher. Whoa, you can't just say creepy. Hands you dusty old biological specimens. The rancid smell of formalin almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? Depends what they're from, I suppose. But we've lived another day. Did her face get worse? Probably. Just like my high school. I remember this part in high school too. Sound of scissors is getting louder. You must hurry. I'm trying, but this kid, he just keeps going to the gym. Explore the school. There, classroom. Here we go. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Didn't we do this? Okay, so this might be one of those moments where I needed to click something. Maybe. I feel like maybe. Maybe? Hang on. Sigil can be weakened. I have it. Mara's acting strange. Need to talk with her after class. Got it. There is no other page. I am to believe. This is all I have. I've hidden the candles in one of the classrooms. Tomorrow I will try to perform the ritual. Hey. Am I in like an endless circuit? I have a wounded leg and shoulder and such. What are my options, Doc? Exit this menu. Wait. Not exit this menu or exit to menu? Just exit. That's exit to menu. Yeah. We don't want to do that. There we go. That's what I wanted to avoid. What do I have here? I mean, yeah, I'm literally bare bones. I can cauterize a wound. I think I'm doing all right. It's just... this seems like a kind of a weird event that I'm experiencing it twice, and I'm like... shrug. Is that a doll over there? You were just here like 30 minutes ago. Blessed chalk found. Holy candles found. You found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them as instructed by the notebook. Everything is ready for the ritual. I believe... I don't like on how this is... well, I guess, yeah, perform the ritual. Wait, what's that? It's a lady with scissors. Excuse you. Stop. You have one too many faces. But yet an odd amount of eyeballs. You take a step back as a writhing, amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon, it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. But, like, in the wrong way. We should emphasize. Now it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Prepare for combat. I will slap you with a tuna. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? Minimize your face action. During each turn, you'll build a sequence of attacks and moves from the action ring, B. This is a lot more in depth than I would have thought. No, it's the scissor lady. Again, though, what's going on with your eyeballs? Once you've filled the sequence bar, press the launch sequence. Finish your turn. Okay, so I only have a number of actions. Okay. You'll build a sequence of attacks, so I could theoretically just attack a bunch of times, or however many. Fair enough. The legend I read through didn't have her head being so tall. Yeah, that's what makes her so tall. It's just a lot of heads. Fill the combat sequence white bar with combat moves and click the launch sequence. Fair enough. Why am I using a kick? Didn't I have a straight razor? Am I like... did I not equip the straight razor? Look, this lady didn't know what is gonna hit her. You didn't have it equipped. Well, it seems I've learned a vital error. But I'm going to kick... ah, she freaking cut me. The scissor woman stabs you. Turns out kicking isn't as effective as stabbing. With time, you will discover new combat moves available through the action bar, action filter. But first, you need a weapon. Find and choose an action called Look for an Improvised Weapon. Don't mind if I do. Stabbing draws more blood, it seems. Yes, I use all my time to prepare an action. So it's a support action. I'm guessing. Build a combat. I mean, yeah. Is it a support action? Look for an improvised weapon. Improv! I got this bag of rocks. Fill the combat sequence with... So yeah. That's all I can do. I have a branch. I'm going to beat you with this stick. Or maybe we'll equip the straight razor. Y bar, combat moves, click. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion the straight razor might be the better choice. Fast to equip. I have a sneaking suspicion this takes a turn. You don't have time to... Okay, yeah. The AB on the bottom left of the weapon is how you equip. Sadly, we are stuck with branch. Because apparently somehow equipping a branch is a lot quicker than equipping a very small handheld item, a straight razor. But I'm not here to judge. Now I just beat the crap out of her, I'm assuming. All bets are off. Though, there does come the strategy bit. Yeah, attack with weapon. Well, let's just... straightforward as is, right? Let us attack with the weapon. I could do a strong attack. Let's... Yeah. I'm probably way overthinking this. I'm freaking dying! But we can hold out, I'm sure. Maybe. The enemy's stamina, you win the encounter. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we do the strong attack? There, okay, that's good. Strong attack and attack. I'll take that. Ugh. It feels like she's doing better than me. Yeah. I'm still good. -3 health. Pretty sure the heart is my health. I'm doing all right. I'm doing. Let's just keep going. We got this. You missed the attack. That's not the good part. We're getting to the wire. Who's gonna make it out of here alive, Scissor Lady? Turns out it's gonna be me. You've defeated Scissor Woman. With a stick. Because you were too stupid to equip the frickin' straight razor before fighting. Literally on 1 HP. Turns out that's all you need is the 1 HP. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded but alive. You help him up. And both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. And then you point to the big eyeball in the sky. Spine-chilling story of school scissors ending A. I have a feeling ending B was me dying. I'm gonna throw out that, like, you know, guesswork. It's not the only mystery plaguing this town. You must continue your investigation. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. I have a sneaking suspicion a lot of them will be like this, obviously with more or less detail. That was a pretty good tutorial. I think we can skip this. Okay, let's do a new story. Don't ask me this again. Not that. There's a lot of routes as well. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's like I could have done the ritual without anything. I could have done the ritual wrong. As much as I would like to, like, really squeeze out every possible ending, I might just try to do good old, you know, I'll take a step up. Also never looked at the lockers, I think. No, yeah, I did. I didn't even look at the lockers. Well, like, my theory was the whole, like, you know, like, they're locked, right? And apparently they just weren't important at all. I never opened the door where that goo monster was. I mean, yeah, like, ironically, I feel like I should kinda keep playing with the first one, but we'll see. We'll see. The option will prepare the standard skeptic playthrough for you, allowing you to start the game without worrying about in-depth stuff for now. I dig it. Which skeptic? Okay. Get the full gameplay experience with a selection of tiny changes to make the dreadful town of Chiokawa a more hospitable place. Nah, we need, you know, I need the get punched in the nose experience, you know. Fast and loose. You can get the school scissors case and other runs. I have a feeling. I mean, yeah, like, well, then there was that, like, my stats. Like, I couldn't do the anatomy thing. But there was no way of changing those. Or is there? But, I mean, yeah, there's a lot. There's so much. Something strange is happening in our town. Okay, we've already read this. Yeah, good. Yeah, come on. Get to the bits that we haven't. The old train slows down, stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand. And you finally arrive in the Doom Town. The thing forsaken by God. I feel like we skipped a step again. I'm being forsaken by God. We just fought a scissor lady. Can we take it back down a notch? Banished to other dimensions long ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through the glass. Glimpses of horror lurking behind your reflections are just the beginning. Old God's rule, resting at home raises doom. Don't mind if I do. Backstory, World of Horror, character exclusive perk cards only. The usual. First time playing. Technically, yes. Question mark. I mean, I technically played the tutorial. Counts, right? Let's do, sure. Again, I'll take their hints and tips. Welcome and thank you for playing World of Horror, inspired by adventures game from the 80s. In this short tutorial, I'll be doing my best to explain various elements. This didn't happen in the thing that you suggested me to do. This feels very backwards. I'm getting the actual tutorial on this run. It's the main game screen. Here you'll find and interact. Then again, I feel like, yeah, interface, yeah. Fair enough. Here you'll manage the spells, access the game menu. Yeah. That's you on the right. World of Horror has RPG elements, and your attributes are described by 6 basic stats, all of which are okay. Move your cursor over on them to learn more. Strength. Determine outcome. I feel like we could kind of. Perception. This one's a bit of a weird one. Find. Funds. Represents the amount of money you can spend. Charisma. Knowledge. Speed of current. Speed of certain combat actions. Yeah. It's your inventory. You can keep up to 4 items. To inspect, use, or equip anything you pick up, which I should have done before. The school scissors tutorial was just showing off how a case is handled. Regular runs are 3 cases that you solve through. Oh. This one will be lengthier. There are 3 equipment slots. Equipped items do not count towards the 4 items limit. a weapon used in combat, and B and C trinkets and armor. Fair enough. As you progress with your playthrough, more helpful tips will appear. Would you like to turn the combat tutorial on? You'll start during your first... I think we already got that, unless, of course, there's more, but I feel... we can handle it. Or die trying. Okay, so I have been thrown into the thick of it. Let's go to the lighthouse. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Let us break into the lighthouse. Multiple padlocks prevent you from entering the building. You need 5 keys. You'd have an easier time breaking the door down. I apparently have 1 key. I guess. Well, that's all I got. Leave. Unless there is something else. No. Again, I feel like, yeah, the clicking is much more obvious than what I'm letting on. Well, that was easy. Let's go home. Check your mailbox. Empty. As per usual. Back in your home, you think of your next move. You are not currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point to you in the right direction. Okay, yeah, start a new mystery. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. There is not. Turns out you just live in a weird part of town. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you, and you will die. Influence has yet unsolved mysteries. Let's see. Freaky feature of found footage. Eerie episode of evolving eels. I'm sensing a pattern. Sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors. Curious case of a contagious coma. And that's all I got. Hey, you said 5. Where's the 5th one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th one? Now I know. Is it like plain sight? I've actually already... I guess the 5th one would be the... I'm assuming the grand finale. I'm caught between freaky feature and eerie episode of eels. I guess I like the theme it's going off of. Let's do freaky feature. Nothing like a good found footage horror, you know? 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest, called the Brer Lich. Copyright pending. Now, on the first anniversary of the event, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students, but is in fact some weird Scooby-Doo villain looking to make a quick buck. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he? What did the students discover out there? I'll take this mystery. Or die trying. To advance the mystery, investigate the circled location. As you progress, the location and the rules may change. You can't investigate your home. What do you mean? What if I'm the suspect? Okay, so we're going to school. Investigate the mansion location twice to complete this quest. It's a lot of information, and it's all just kind of like blah, 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 blah. 'Cause they're telling me to go here, but they're telling me to go to investigate a mansion. It told me to go to the school. Let's go to the school. Study the current mystery, doom and spells. Cause doom to enter, recruit allies, learn gossip. That's probably much better. I have a sneaking suspicion Being alone is a surefire way of dying. But it costs doom. But there's no doom. Yeah, doom 0. Maybe now would be the best time to do this. Sure, why not? Wow. You guys look all of the same. I was expecting like at least some variation. I guess it, you know, schools dig that. Whoa, canceled. I mean, I just figure. And then we have the one female student. Asks to join you. How many people can I get? Is it just like I just have a squad of 5 people rolling up with me. Latest gossip. Now, this isn't going to be like every person I ask ticks the meter, right? Okay. No, it did not. Recently, the tap water in my entire neighborhood started tasting weird. Almost like... Go on. Go on. You're not gonna finish your sentence? Or is it literally just like, this guy is talking about nothing? It's been so hard to get any sleep lately. This isn't gossip. Have you heard about the computer program that... None of this is gossip. He wasn't the same since he came back. Now that sounds like that could be an interesting story. Observe? Share a creepy story? What am I doing? Whose side am I on? Force to help you. Ask to join. You were always such a kidder. Hey, don't make me force that. Okay, so I'm starting to see that perhaps I need some form of deeper, you know, relationship with these strangers. I can't just be like, hey, I want to come to the woods with me and potentially die. You were always such a kid. Everybody doesn't take me serious in this. Oh, never mind. I got one fool. Who's next on the chopping block? I got 3. I got 3 people total. I'm feeling confident. Student C and student E. I don't need to access the... Sure. The girl whispers, clap, bow. Yes. I'm gonna go now. Set up a telescope. Let's talk. Should probably leave her alone. Don't mind if I do. Do you wanna join? It's been so hard to get any sleep lately. Oh, you're that one guy. He changed his mind. I have an entire squad of people. If we bump into a ghost, we're taking them out at the knees. Unless I have to pay these people, which I'm hoping I don't. I think I'm good. I think we can investigate. Yes, nobody. As we just go down the hall, just like doing the whole gang like finger snap. This door shouldn't be there. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. I mean, I'm supposed to investigate a school. Why not go into the mysterious door hole place that shouldn't be there? Define shouldn't be there. Like, are we saying that this door has never been at the school, or is it like in a place that it physically can't exist? Like right here, it looks like it's in between windows, but what if it was like on the window and it just led to a different place? Enter. Slowly, you enter the unknown. As long as I got students C, E, and F with me, I'm good, maybe. Where are you? Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. Is it student C, E, or F? The temperature abruptly drops and you shudder in the icy cold. You find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland. A sudden gust flings you to your knees. You inhale deeply, feeling your chest tighten and ache. Your fingers and ears are already numb and freezing. You have to move. I've never seen this happen. Well, turns out it only happens to the unfortunate ones. As I, to be fair, I kind of asked for it. I entered the incorporeal door that shouldn't exist just because, why wouldn't I? Check the icy coast. Look, if I'm dying in the snow, probably not the best thing to play in the water. Give up. That's a strong option. Maybe it's like an oxymoron though, right? Like if I give up, maybe I'm standing in still. They tell you that if you're stranded not to move. I doubt that's what it is, but a man can dream. Move towards the pyramid. It's the only thing that isn't potentially going to, well, no, that's not true. It could kill me as well. Turns out everything here could kill me. I'm freezing to death. Strength check success. The frozen guard corpses standing on eternal guard duty find you unworthy. I feel like if I knew that was the case, I wouldn't have walked towards it. The usurper king kindly decides to share his forbidden knowledge with you. I get experience, but I'm going a little crazy. Also, I have frostbite. It's because of this schoolgirl outfit, isn't it? Well, no, I'm wearing a jacket. I'm not even dressed like a schoolgirl. Am I even... Should I have been at the school? Am I like a 20-year-old? The notes mention a village not far from your town. You decide to take a bus. What? Am I back? What happened? I feel like we... Did we skip something again? The notes mention you're back. I lived. And I didn't even try. I guess that's the one good thing, because I was expecting that to just be a complete derailment. And just be like, okay, well now you gotta get back. Like, you done screwed this run. The notes mention a village not far from your town. You decide to take a bus. Travel downtown, investigate the mansion location twice. Getting closer, you can't help but notice a large number of trees that have suddenly died. What happened here? But yeah, it's just like, this is a lot of stuff. It's a lot of... This is telling me to do this, to go there twice. You basically have the quest continuing in the background that progresses as you investigate. Okay. I guess that makes sense too. I mean, yeah. It's definitely like, it's just a very weird... The missions are to get certain endings. Fair enough. I have a feeling investigating obviously would lead me to the better ending. Police station. Manage threat level, experience, funds. Also, Doom is rising. Shop for items, cost Doom to enter. We don't need items. We got a bunch of dudes. I think. Yeah. They're still with me. Still got my team. I still got my squad. Do they also have frostbite? Or is it just me? They were just waiting outside the magic door. The only metro line in your town connects the university and the science complex. You could take a ride to gain some time, but you've got a feeling something is wrong. Where are all the people? Look, I've already tempted fate with a door. You think a bus is gonna stop me? Take a ride. Well, that's not good. Luck check failure. Something is clearly wrong. There are no lights inside the metro car, and you can and all you can see are countless handprints pressed onto the windows. Yeah, maybe this is when I would reel back, you know. It turns out it had the same thought. It was like it's just me pointing at the bus screaming. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. Look, with what I've been experiencing, that's a change of pace. An old farmer points to you an old stone, the missing group suddenly starting their forced trip there. There's absolutely nothing that I can do with that. To the shrine. An old priest is performing a ritual to appease a local demon imprisoned underground. You're invited to join them. Man, do I just keep being dumb? Like, some part of me wants to be. Look, no ground is gained if no risk is taken. I participate in your death ritual. And I failed. Look, I got lucky with succeeding getting out of ice, and turns out it's just a very quick descent from there. Distracted by a huge man wearing a demon mask, you have trouble following the intricate patterns and steps, bows, and claps. The ritual is a disaster. I've doomed us all. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Looking back one last time, you continue deeper into the woods. I got tree. Click a square to explore. I'm feeling this one. It's a clearing. They're probably all clearings. What am I talking about? Walked into the demon door and now in a ritual. Look, we never said that we were role-playing a smart character. We are looking for the weird. I'm an investigator. Gosh dang it. I have to do this. It's said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it. Touch the rock. Needs hermit ally. I have a feeling we're going to be bumping into a hermit in these woods. It's too risky. Is it? A rock is the least of my concerns out of all the stuff I've been dealing with. Tap the rock. I seem to have done something horribly wrong. You feel you've attracted... You know, maybe I should pay attention. My character ain't the smartest. Which I guess canonically makes sense. You know, so far I've been kind of just throwing myself... Resolve this event. You found a pile of human teeth lying on a nearby rock. I decided to pick them up. For reasons. I choose this one. I'm in the forest, but then again, I wasn't in the first place. The suspicious group you've been following is gathered in a nearby... Wait, what? The suspicious group I've been following? That's probably the most jarring thing about this game, is just how, like, yeah, you remember this, and it's just like, no. I mean, I would have done it anyway, but, you know, give me a heads up next time, right? Gathering in a nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of a ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. Haha, well, I needed a ritual robe, which I think I would have gotten if I succeeded, but I'm gonna climb that rock and fall to my death. You fall down and injure yourself. Boys, all three of you students, you might need to carry my corpse out of here. You managed to lip away unnoticed. Look, maybe we should have gone to the mansion. I'm starting not to feel good about my odds out in the woods here. The modifier is low to all skill checks. I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm feeling good about this one. In the forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind leg in a bear trap. I am going to kill the dog because I'm involved. So far, I have broken everything I've touched. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. This dog is going to eat my face off if I help it. I'm gonna help the dog. Luck check succeeds. You free the injured dog. Thankful. The animal follows you. I now have dog as an ally. The game has mercy after all. Thank you. What are your guys' stats? Can I see? Higher chance of finding items after combat. If we hit combat, I'm putting in the tombstone now. Oh wow, it didn't maul you to death. That's what I'm feeling like. So far, everything I have touched has turned to dust. Yay, the dog is safe, and that's all that matters. Yeah, but if I die, what happens to dog? Does it just like flee? Let go. You know, I'm really tempted to just let you go now, because I have a sneaking suspicion it ain't gonna look good for the rest of us. I can't even leave. Like, right? Can't leave? No. I am trapped until I imagine find the exit. This one. Drooping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Oh, man. I mean, I want to get lost in thoughts, but so far, that's definitely a pit trap. Like, am I crazy? That's a pit trap. Okay. New plan. If we sense danger, such as right now, that's a pit trap. I don't need no freaking 20/20 vision to see the blatant outline of whatever ghoul or being is in there. I'm gonna get a grip and fail anyway. It's inspiring. It's inspiringly going to get me anyway because I'm not gonna get a grip. You quicken your pace and leave the menacing path. You dang right it's menacing. There's a guy, there's a little goblin man putting bear traps in the woods, catching dogs, and they were gonna catch me. You found a pile of human teeth on a rock. I'm glad I didn't, you know, come out of this place empty-handed. Please give me an exit. I have a stream. Site of the ritual. I found it. Yay! The rumored witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at the large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. Then you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. Can I push student C into the hole? Can I like you first, you know? Like, check it out, student C. He's over here trying to say what his name is, but I cut him off every time. Not now, student C. You're, I mean, man, you really got me. And if I peek into that hole, I'm dead. I mean, let's be honest. So for the sake of dog, I will take the cassettes and run. For the sake of dog, it's true. It is true. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. It's gotta be the right way. Not being able to deal with it, you decide to grab the tapes and run. I bet the students were in the hole now that I did that. I have a sneaking suspicion the students were in the hole. You wander aimlessly through the woods for a few hours until you were found by a search party. You lead them to the house. See, I still saved the day. I led them. I am a good citizen. It would have ended up this way anyway. I would have been like, I'll get help, and you know, we flee. That's my headcanon. But the door of the basement is missing. And you didn't even know if they were dead. Look, the hole was making noises and I couldn't do anything. I could have made a chain of dog and 3 students and myself, but that was about it. If they were in the hole, I couldn't have helped them. If they were dead in the hole, they were making noises and clearly undead abominations. I made a call. Oh yeah, you don't have a weapon. Yeah, I don't have a weapon. I should get a weapon. Then again, I don't think I have anything to get a weapon. Reward for solving this mystery. The forest is restless. Sounds concerning. Knowledge is key. Experience, there's still hope. I subtracted some doom. And time passes. You have 6 funds. That doesn't sound like a lot of funds. Sounds like I couldn't do anything if I tried. I have the, like, mentality of, like, I hope. Like, I'm hoping. It's a good bit. Well, if we bump into a, can I, like, watch these or something? Seemingly broken. Maybe you can find a way to repair them. Guess not. If we find a store, which I think I do remember where one was, I will shop for a weapon. The old god stirs. Click here to reveal its effect. Or I can just pretend. What? I could have sworn it was Monday, not Tuesday, right? That's how time works, silly. It goes forward. A day has passed. A feeling of paranoia and discomfort is almost palpable in the air. I have a sneaking suspicion I shouldn't have clicked that. Also, I have no... Yeah, I have no weapon. I have no... Okay. But we do have a lot of allies. Do you guys have weapons? Or am I just literally walking around with a bunch of, like... Hey, Michi. What? Just... Why are they calling him Student C? He has a name. Give this man a name. None of you have anything. I'm not walking around with a bunch of, like, gangster, like, students or something. They all have, like, switchblades or something. It's you! You're doing it. I guess that would make sense. It would make sense to not just, like, bulk up on people following you and actually, like, get rid of someone. Maybe that's what we'll do. Hey, get out of here. Yeah, I have dog. I don't need you. Woof. Okay. One succeeded. You know, clearly a master. What the heck was that? Oh. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? It's to open the lighthouse. You are not currently investigating any weird mysteries. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in your room should point you to the right direction. I feel like I've taken a blow to many a thing. Is there no way to recover that aside from take a peep through the people? Let's not. I've had a long day. Let's choose a mystery. Let's do the eerie episode of Evolving Eels. we'll do this, and we'll look out for a store. Like, we can do two things at once. We don't have to just stop, you know. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around, it's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back, you know? The one who studies fish, not the fish man. This one's a favorite of mine. And that's why I chose it. I mean, it sounded the most intriguing. I mean, I can definitely maybe find out why. You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, he returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious? What weird fish did he bring this time, he grins. Nope, not curious at all. It turns out my curiosity has been satiated from all the negatives I've been getting. Saw this creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder what weird fish did he find this time. Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please? Sure. What could go wrong? Breaking and entering. You talk to the neighbor. Right? That's the thing. You knock on your friend's door and wait. Hey, dork, I'm with you. I thought like the other neighbor, not like well, you know, I'm gonna break and enter to your place. You know, I figured we would make common sense of the situation, but okay. I'm already there. Investigate the apartments. Look at this this line of people. Mr. 000? Mr. O? I don't know. We'll say Mr. O. Your neighbor is a horror manga artist. That's Juni Ito. It's a cameo. I don't think I'm super familiar with the work. Or maybe I am. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember. I probably am and just didn't know it. Your neighbor is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his newest story. Look, man, everything I've touched breaks, and if you're a cameo, I don't know if I should be in this same room as you. You're gonna explode or something. Maybe we'll just be nice. Did Uzumaki and Tomi. You've probably seen some of his work. I mean, yeah, I probably have. It's just obviously finding it in my brain. Struggling to come up. Maybe we'll just ask. We'll be... Though, to be fair, I have some pretty good experiences. What's the picture? You catch a glimpse of the painted thing. Suddenly, you feel very weak and excuse yourself to leave. Something truly evil has you in its grasp. He freaking cursed me! Though at least he didn't deduct anything. Dude, working at school, right? We could break into his office. What do you mean, we shouldn't? I could continue the apartments, right? It must be empty because he just came back and his classes begin next week. I continue investigating something different, right? Also, what the heck is this? He did curse me. Workout routine. Takahashi, you hear a chipper voice shout during a jog around the area. You turn your head to see another one of the teammates in casual clothes, smiling, blissfully unaware of everything going on. What's up, Captain? Oh, man. Notice anything weird? After a bit of playful coaxing, you convince her to join you for another lap or two. The extra competition motivates you to push yourself harder. Wrap up the workout tired, but satisfied with yourself. Well, dang. Oh well. Let's break into a school, I guess. I could get more allies, but I don't think that's necessary. You carefully enter the biology classroom. The room seemed empty at first until you switched the lights on. You gasp in horror. Lying in a pool of blood is one of the teachers with a fruit knife in their hand. There's a jar of formaldehyde on the nearest table. Mesmerized by the spiral pattern of the sea creature's skin, you step over the dead body and come closer. And then the voices start. Just a casual... Oh, combat. I'm fighting... you. Does everyone get a turn? Or are you guys literally just watching? Yeah. Also, I don't have a weapon. Punching a jar. True. He has a lot of HP for a jar. You mean to tell me I can't pick this up and huck it? Time needed. I could improvise a weapon. I guess that couldn't hurt. At this point in time. Then again, I am in agreement that it is just a jar. I mean, I think there's some friend actions. I hate what they do. Let's see. Spiritual actions, defensive. Ask your ally to distract the enemy. Successful. If successful, faster combat action for the duration of the... If failed, I'll lose a random ally. Is dog... Okay, so Kana and dog can't. There's a chance that they die. I mean, yeah, like maybe we don't do that action. Combat skill. I think we stick with Old Faithful. Let's hopefully improvise a weapon. Get like a, I don't know, a branch in the school as you do. Hopefully. Get punched in the face by a jar. I have a broken bottle. That's ironic. It's fast to equip. I mean, yeah, it's something. It's better than what I had. And now we're gonna beat the crap out of this jar so hard. Oh, I missed twice. Oh. You can't break the forgotten specimen's gaze. I'm gonna die to a jar. Maybe I should have kicked you. Attack boost, you're gonna order your allies to attack. That doesn't, you know, yeah, that's... Let's all get him. We're not doing great, but also I did do a lot of damage. I think. Relatively. Let's do it, yeah, let's do it again. It was successful. Man. I have a concussion. This thing's freaking blood vessels pop in your brain. This thing's killing me from the inside out. But I'll survive. Might as well do it again. I have defeated a jar. My grandest accomplishment in this entire run. You've defeated Forgotten Specimen. That's what I'll call it in the story. We won't mention it was in a jar. I have a tumor. I mean a lump of flesh. Which is more than likely some sort of tumor. It's a chance that they die. Oh, I'm rereading an old message. Ugh. It's undulating slowly. Usable. Now, when we say usable, Are we thinking what we're thinking? Or I like slap this bad boy on like a necklace, or are we gonna just like, I don't know, become with the lump of flesh? Adds new status. I think you eat it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that if I were to use it, I would eat it. Which seems like a bad idea. Like, maybe we'll do that like, I don't know, maybe near the end or something. Let's definitely not. Let's inspect it. Slimy and smelly. What is it? It's pulsating slowly in your hand. I didn't need to inspect that to know that that's what it did. I'll just keep it in my pocket for now, as you do. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protests, Kana decides to take one jar home. That's when you just friggin' club Kana over the head, you know. Where'd that bottle go? I guess it was an improvised weapon. It was the best thing I had, though. Oh no, I have it equipped. Okay. You just crack that over. You're just... Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? Yeah, I fought one, I guess. Kana, what's wrong with you? How can he sip his soda so calmly, staring at this creepy creature? We need to remove Kana from the equation. We need to send Kana to do something. Let's investigate the apartments. Wired preacher. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? Generally, you don't emphasize they're real. You just do, you know, our Lord and Savior. Feels like you're trying to hide something when you say it like that. The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Exactly. Look, my intelligence may be 4, and my brain may be slowly melting out of my ears, but I know when a guy mentions that their savior and Lord is real, let's hang up immediately. I don't want to die to a telemarketer. You put down the phone, a little shaken up. Just how many people did that odd man call today? Look, if I'm gonna die, it's gonna be from something cooler than a telemarketer. I don't know why I picked up the phone for. Is this my apartment? I've seen him burning some notes behind our apartment building. Let's go and check him out. Okay. Telephone sound and multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. When you enter the apartment, everything gets silent. I'm gonna die from a telemarketer! Well, I've already got a weapon, so it's better than the last one. I'm gonna get wrecked if I keep hitting combat. Like, I don't have anything. Do I have spells? I probably do, but I feel like right now we need speedy. We need to take this guy out quick. 8 damage, base chance to hit. I mean, yeah, that's too good to not pass up. It's all kind of the same. Though having the 2 attacks might have been... Yeah, technically. Yeah, that would be better. Okay. Not as bad. Okay, so yeah, it's only one damage. I'm assuming. We got this. We got this. I can beat up a weird... worm junkie Gossip junkie is what it says. Kana was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. You both return to your apartment and try to decipher the notes. Look, Kana. I've been stabbed by a jar and punched by a junkie. I'm a little tired. That's so weird. Your neighbor really was into eels, it seems. You begin to gain a level. Maybe we'll do that really quick. You choose to advance the next experience level, choose one of the perks, and stat upgrades. My knowledge sucks, but I don't know if I should just commit to it sucking. Luck. Nothing says luck. Good luck deciphering those with 4 intel. True. It might be a good time to level up my knowledge. Look, we don't need knowledge to figure out how 2 pieces of paper look. My damage seems okay. I think I just need a better weapon. I don't know. Maybe it would be best just to go for knowledge. Just kind of improve. Luck was another big one that happened a lot with these events. So maybe that wouldn't hurt. But I don't really know where luck is on this sheet. Knowledge, charisma, funds. Perception, dexterity, strength. I mean, yeah. Health, reason, I think. Can I improve? Maybe we should improve my reason. Because right now, I am getting throttled. You choose to advance. Choose 1 perk and 1 stat. Chosen nothing and reason. So I can do both. Or no. Choose 1 perk and 1 stat. What's the perk? Oh, these are the perks. Hot bath, running. Okay. I think we're gonna do reason because I am getting kind of throttled in that sense. What does this do? I guess I'll click it. I'm concerned with clicking a lot of things. Regain 1 stamina for all passive event skill checks. That's not bad. I've been passing a few. You can visit your home if you need to heal, but it costs doom. It's definitely good to know. Because right now, yeah, like... I mean, I guess that's kind of the tough part, because yeah, it's like reason so far has been pretty important for a lot of things because it lowers in combat and in some events. I feel like having it higher wouldn't hurt. But also, I've been failing events just because of my stats, you know, knowledge, luck, strength. Though ironically, I think I passed my strength one. Reason is just mental HP, basically. I mean, yeah. Which so far, everything has been dealing a lot of mental HP, which is kind of why I'm just leaning towards that. So you're getting healed, not a stat boost. Oh, so it doesn't even increase the max, it just literally just heals. That's... okay, that kind of sucks. I guess it's for the, like, harder modes with the Doom, which, I mean, it is jacking up pretty quickly. We'll do knowledge. I'm clearly not doing great in the knowledge department. Couldn't hurt to boost it. Improved resting at home. That might be good. Smaller Doom penalty from running from combat. I don't think I'll ever truly run from combat. I feel like I would rather take my chances in combat. Because I would have to do it eventually anyway. Like, running... All the events seem pretty, like, standard. Like, I can't avoid them. So I imagine running would just mean, like, you're postponing. So, yeah. I haven't passed a ton of events. I've passed, like, one. So as nice as discipline sounds good, I don't think it's gonna help. I think I'll do hot bath and knowledge. Maybe that's bad. You can flee from combat. It's just costume and it's a chance thing. I mean, yeah, definitely that whole like, oh, you can't flee yet, you know, try again, and you're just like spamming it while getting punched. I think I'd rather just take my chances, like trying to win the combat. Hot bath is one of my allies. That is definitely very weird. Yes. You begin to wonder if spying on your neighbor was a good idea to begin with. I should rest, but I don't want to an extent. I think we can power through it, right? I mean, there's already been 2 combats. They wouldn't throw a third one. Actually, they probably would, but you know, let's tempt fate. Didn't I have to decipher notes? I guess, yeah. The doy. Let me move them. Cookie dookie display. I love trying to run while something keeps breaking my knees. It's my activity of choice. And with how this run has been, I feel like that's how it would go for me. I just keep running in place. Who put this treadmill here? And crack. Inspect, I guess. Blankety blank blank. Legend from the Blankety Prefecture Eels tells of a small village of robbers who would kill all visitors and dump their corpse. Look, man, you don't into a lake full of eels. Blankety blank. Eels of the Blankety Prefecture. My bad, not woo. It would lay their eggs inside Huma. Well, I think I have the context clues I need. Maybe. So I'm assuming we are going to assess that there is a dude running around. Because that person was alive full of worms, and the one of the eels was like psychic. It's a thing. I deciphered them. Question mark. Right? I mean, we deciphered them enough. But I have a feeling it's going to lead to combat. Because if there is a guy running around injecting eels into a bunch of dead bodies, it's the telemarketer. Maybe I should sleep. I think I'll, you know, I'll bite the bullet. I don't want to investigate. I want to rest. You bandage the fresh wounds, the phone is your best friend, and talk about unrelated stuff. +4 stamina / reason. Time flies by so fast. You prepare yourself to leave and continue your long investigation. +4% doom. I'm so doomed. Kana was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry. You both return to your apartment to decipher the notes. I already did. A bunch of worms. A bunch of worms stuck in people. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brand of sodas inside, but you really could use a drink. They're full of worms. All of them. All the worms. Get the most expensive one. Get the cheapest one. Okay, so I'm getting worms no matter what. It's just the brand of worm that I want. You know, when in Rome, go out with a bang. That's not... I was expecting like one to be like 2, 3, not 1. That both seems the same. What's less than 1? I didn't think it could do 0.5. You want worm pop or cocoa worm? Exactly. I have resolved my event. There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment. I think Kana's got something going on. They're all about breaking into things. Kana needs to cool down. Wormacola. I love me some wormacola. I have worms now. There should be a condition somewhere. It's gonna keep it hidden, but I'm positive I have worms. I wonder what he's hiding in there. You shrug non-committedly because your friend is a sociopath. You just wish you could just throw this damned jar into trash. You could, but apparently Kana's the worm guy. The real monster was the Kana we found along the way. If he isn't a villain by the end of this, I will be shocked. Because so far, I think we've broken into 2 places because of him, and I've nearly died twice because of it. I could buy a weapon at a hardware store, right? Let's give it a shot. You look nervous. 2 funds, 3 funds. Flashlight. A can of acid. But it is just I'm assuming a single use. Let's get the, I'm feeling crowbar. I feel like I've earned it. Then again, I'm not very strong. And I really don't want to re-roll. Needs Yakuza card. It's just like a gun or something. Where's my bottle? Autasar baby. Thank you for the follow. That was a mouthful. Hopefully I pronounced it right. We all know worms are weak to acid. It's useful to think ahead. True. Then again, I think a lot of things are weak to acid. I think I'll stick with my bottle, honestly. It does decent damage, decent speed, works with the dex, which I imagine is statistically sound. I came in here for nothing, unless I buy the acid. Well, let's buy some acid. There must be something. Okay, let's break into a house. I have acid. I'm with my dog, my 3 friends. I got a can of acid. Some goblin destroyed something. I feel like worms are particularly weak to acid, you know? True, they're very squishy. Unless it's some super worm. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse. Worms! Carried to the beach by waves. Poke it. Escape? Escape is a strong word if you bump into a corpse. But also, the crabs seem to be doing some chant around it with how their arms are up in the air. Search the body. That surely isn't, like, criminally a problem. Inside the man's pockets, you find documents. They're all strangely dry. Why is this man's friggin'... Why is this man's pockets dry? And why is that the thing that gets me? Did the man really drown, or was he brought here? They're just doing crab raving. Exactly. I mean, yeah, look at them. They're just like, well, it's probably really hard to look at them on the screen, but like, got their little claws in the air. They're praising this stubby-armed person. Or no, that's a shoulder. Okay, never mind. I was looking at it like the arm was just jutting out, so it was like a foot long or something. Like a couple inches, like a really squatty human. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. What? We were here. What, I just fall asleep on the beach? Spent an entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is he? I don't know, but I'm breaking into the house now. Something pulls you towards the beach. A statuette, half buried in the sand. It's calling you. There's a lot of things that call me. Telemarketers, gossip junkies, worms, evil worms. Unless it's a super worm. I think a Yogg Sothoth just sneezed somewhere. Look. So far. Take the random eldritch statue home. What could go wrong? I mean, sure, we can take it. It's a bad idea. The statue is surprisingly heavier than it looks. Mesmerized, you take it home and wonder where you'll display it. It's a bad idea. You may go crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. It's a bad idea. Look, they should have warned me that before I picked it up. If they said that before I picked it up, this wouldn't be a problem. Travel to school. Did we just change our minds about breaking into this man's house? Bit judgy, we didn't even talk to the statue. Maybe it's got a great personality. Maybe it's beautiful on the outside and crazy on the inside. Friggin' Kana ditched me for my can of acid. I ditched Kana because of the acid, that's for sure. You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. My lack of knowledge will surely not bite me in the butt. Take a peek, horrified. A rock-solid outlook on life, if you will. You gasp in pure horror. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. Kana has been missing since yesterday. You decide to check out the neighbor's apartment yourself. He's dead. Did I miss something? Is it because I bought a can of acid? Investigate the neighbor's apartment. Well, this adds up. You cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels, flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kana? That's not the biggest question you should be asking. You don't take it for granted. But escape. I'll go to the bathroom. You know, none of these are great options, but if Kana tries to kill me, I have a can of acid. He's getting melted so fast. If I was gonna do weird worm experiments, I feel like I would go to the bathroom. See? The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid, murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions. Can't go wrong with acid. Can't go wrong with melting Kana. Maybe we should read the note. Or just ignore it. That's cool too. Poke, 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 poke. Are you okay, Kana? I don't think he's doing okay. I guess we're ignoring the paper? That seems kind of a weird choice. It's like a note. So I think I sequence broke something to an extent. I think I'm finding something out. Kooky Dookie Display, thank you for the follow. That wasn't Kana. Nah, this person's standing here. It was another neighbor named Lana. It was the twin. I found the neighbor, but when his eye burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye now, too. I have acid. You must puncture his eye now. We must go to the hospital. Can you hold on for a minute? Was that not Kana? Am I like tripping out now? Am I gaslighting myself? Poke the eye. We got 2 Kanas? I thought that's what it said. It wasn't Kana. Okay, it wasn't Kana. I must have just... I thought I was in Kana's place, and so I was just like, it's Kana. You know, I manifested the apartment that Kana was trying to break into this entire time. The person in the bathroom is that apartment's tenant. We must get some acid into Kana's eye. Look, Kana, you ain't gonna like this, but I got a can of acid. Or, okay, we got 2 options. I got a broken bottle or a can of acid. Take your pick. We gotta poke his eye. I mean, going to the hospital, there's a thing. Yeah, we went to the bathroom. We know that this has got a surgery with the bottle. That wouldn't be horrific at all. Okay. I got some shaky hands here, Kana. What am I aiming? I'm just going for it. We're just like right here. Look, Kana, so I can either go from like the side, non-intrusive style. This whole situation seems to be some Kana misunderstanding. Boom. Let's try to go let's like there we go. Did I help? Whoops. Well, I mean, that's good. I helped. Will Kana even survive the blood loss? Yeah, put a bandage on it. Yeah, but shocked, you see countless tiny eels crawling out of your friend's eye in all directions. Ew. It's like a super traumatic experience. The person doing it, they're like, it's kind of on me. It's like, Kana, I need a towel. Jeez. You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Also trying to explain it. Why did you stab your friend in the eye? Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater because they thought it would be cool to show it off. And you collapse on a chair in the waiting room. Fall asleep, letting the worms take me. He's got a wicked eye patch. Wake up, dude. You've been sleeping for over 3 hours. He's very cheery for a guy who got needled in the eye. You groggily open your eyes to see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, eh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon. But thank you for saving my life. I succeeded with minimal loss. At least it's a cool eye patch. True, he could really start to stylize that thing. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs and eyes. Sitting with your friend Kana before your apartment building. You watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. Eerie episodes of evolving eels ending A. Rewards for solving this mystery is knowledge, bunch of XP, thorough investigation, and some dooms deduction. To the eels you go. The old god stirs. Click here to reveal its effects. Sure, why not? A weird epidemic keeps the staff at the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. I don't know what that means. Feeling of paranoia and discomfort. Winds of plague, treatment and surgery actions cost more. Joke's on you, I don't do those. It's all aggression all the time. Well, you know the evil entity isn't James Bond because he likes his martinis shaken, not stirred. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down. I have a couple keys, right? I have the one. Oh, guess that's literally it. Oh, yeah, there we go. I guess I should have read the keys. Nothing can go wrong with that. That's good. We'd stand no chance against evil James Bond. No poking that man's eye out. It's pure gold. I have another key. Another investigation. Start a new mystery. Well, we got 2 down. We got Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. Curious Case of a Contagious Coma. Your statue is there. I didn't even... It's so pretty. I mean, to be fair, it makes sense now that it was heavy. Look at that thing. That thing's huge. Also, it's got like a plug-in. Like, look. Is that what that is? You could leave something to charge here. Oh, that's literally a plug behind it, I think. Maybe? Yeah. I'm not literally dealing with a Cthulhu, like, phone charger, you know. Charge the statue. Man, this is the best phone charger I've ever had. This is a Cthulhu-shaped statue. Curious Case of a Contagious Coma. I'm kind of feeling the coma. Though then again, Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. Let's do the sailors. We were dealing with eels. It seems thematically appropriate. It's got AAA batteries. Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean. A dark, writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. The ooze. The old ones power my TikTok addiction. You cannot stop me. Fish run. I mean, that could be a fish. The briny deep. You start your investigation, hoping to overhear some rumors at the fish market. As you do. Discard 2 item cards to complete this quest. That's very particular. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, I was thinking, like, midway, like, I had a concussion, and I was checking if I still had that. Real tentacly fish, man. Just improvise 2 weapons and then discard them. True. Nah, that's the cheesy way. We gotta get another concussion through a tentacle monster or something. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. I need a shovel. Buy 2 cans of acid and then discard. Sloshing acid everywhere. I look miserable. I probably should have rested. We cannot sell the acid. We're saving that for a rainy worm. Continue looking. Run in terror. I don't think I can afford to... we confront the stranger. That's a good option. We confront the stranger. We're armed with acid. Nothing can stop us. Confront the stranger. Charisma check. Success. You whirl around and see who's behind you. Luckily, the other person is a kind old lady who points you to the tombstone you were looking for. Ready to get acided. Under a stone, you find a note someone left for you. I'll take the note. Did I take the note? I didn't take the note. Why didn't I take the note? What the heck? I could shop for stuff. I don't need it. I got a can of acid. It's our secret weapon. The almighty acid. Although you braved the stench for hours, you gleaned nothing besides the fact that the fisherman had a wife. What'd I do? Dig her up? Oh man, this graveyard. You spilled some acid on the note accidentally. I ran out of backpack space. I stuffed the note in the can. I'm saving it for later. Perhaps you could pay her a visit. Sure. Let's pay her a visit. We're already there. I only have 8 reason. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. They're pickpocketing my acid. I'm kind of curious what they would have stolen if it would have been the acid. Perception check success. They stole your wallet. I guess that makes more sense. You quickly grab their arm and they drop it before disappearing into the crowd. I'm getting incredibly lucky. -2 funds. Joke's on you. I barely use those anyway. They reach in your pocket, finds a lump of flesh. -2 acid from acid jar. It makes it weaker. They dipped the jar in the acid. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock to find a fish. I'm super concerned if this is combat. We might rest before. I think I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna rest. Everyone's out to get you and your acid. We gotta keep it safe. Everybody wants my acid. I need the acid. Investigate the mansion. It's a very fancy fishwife. Following a suspicious person, you enter an old rundown mansion room. It stinks like spoiled milk and has only 2 doors, one of which you came through. Can't see the strange man anywhere. Leave through the other door. I mean, I'm already here. Let's commit. There's nothing really important, but you think you might be able to find one item you're able to use the one item you do find. An empty bottle for my can of acid. If only I could combine these to become more powerful. Dang it. I cannot. I guess it is metal, an empty bottle. I don't know. Bottles are, bottles are good. Depending on the acid. Well, I have a bottle anyway. I'm carrying bottles and acid and flesh and tapes. I am the problem in this town. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. And acid. Bottles are strong fellas, they can take it. Exactly. You ever see those, like, CSI shows where they got acid in jars, who knows what it was holding? It can handle it. Investigate, yeah. Hey lady, are you okay? You doing all right? I apparently have found the Necronomicon. We've really just whoo. Yeah, CSI acid jars, give us that. Yeah. Little petri, little chemistry jugs. I want to go full mad scientist here. Find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. When you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. Another thing to throw into the ocean. Use the acid on the Necronomicon. I mean, I can burn it with acid. Read. Okay. If I read it, I can still burn it. But if I take it, I feel like I am committed to keeping it. I really want to read it. I mean, come on. We gotta. We can't just not. Let's read it. Turns out I'm cursed. Knowledge check failure. Hey, I even leveled that up too. Your head swims with countless blasphemous voices. I'm panicky. That's probably not gonna help. Yeah, that's oof. Look, can we just like, I don't know. Give me something else that's bad. You know, at least it didn't kill your reason. That's true. Everything else has. And I could still burn it, right? Do I have it, or did I guess I just read it and left it there. It's just like a tax report from last year. Here's your taxes, sir. Wrapped in human bountiful. Surely someone else will have got one of these. You look around hoping to spot one of them. Surely someone else would have caught one of these, what? Flesh-bound books? I feel like everything's very, like, I'm going all over the place. The town's docks are a mix of modern warehouses, small shops, and bars where the alternative crowd gathers. An ancient wooden temple occupies the small hill at the town center. Man, if I recruit one of these allies, they're gonna be like a cultist. There's a temple in the middle of a place with bars and shops. Pray at the temple. Maybe it'll get rid of my curse, or the temple is cursed. Look for warehouse job. Did I miss something? What if we convince them to join our acid church? True. What if they have more acid? It is a warehouse. Maybe, you know, some sort of acid warehouse. How are my allies doing? I've got Kana is still with me. I mean, okay. I thought he would have left. Maybe I have too many allies, including a hot bath, which I didn't think would be an ally, but we have too many allies. Our church has grown large enough. But let us pray. For a reason! It doesn't matter if you believe or not. The smell of burning incense and old wood calms you down. It's an allies and perk tab. Fair enough. It's just weird, because yeah. Well, yeah, I guess it does say it. I thought it just said allies. Look, I poked out one guy's eye out. I can do it again. The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies between caressing his catch. Kinda best boy with dog after getting stabbed in the eye by you. You just drop everything, start working in a warehouse. That's what I was like. It's like, oh, you need to investigate and be like, look for warehouse job. It's like, what? Like, what? Did I miss something? Like, are we done with the investigation? It's just because my knowledge is so low. Everywhere I go, I'm just like, huh. And then I leave. The beating movements in his arms disturbed you. He's hugging a fish. I guess we're continuing investigating the seaside. This gameplay is like a fever dream. I mean, it's definitely the most interesting thing like I'm not complaining, but it's definitely like keeps you on your toes because you're just like, I mean, yeah, you're in this constant state of delirium. Detective needs money too. I need the money. I just need to work a couple weeks at the warehouse job. Get a couple good paychecks. Cool air suddenly fills your mouth. It tastes metallic. Before you can react, you hear a low growling sound coming from behind you. I'm getting attacked by a puma. Canis, the lunar cat. I thought I was on the like. Well, I guess it is the Moonlight Sailors. Are you the sailor? I'm getting attacked by a oceanside cat. Look, boy, you bumped into the wrong fella. I got myself a can of acid. I think that's the cat from Sailor Moon. I did have a joke with that, because, yeah, the whole Moonlight and Sailors, I guess, you know, it all makes sense. Fighting evil by moonlight. The sailor was a werewolf in disguise. I'm about ready to throw acid on him. But then again, we must preserve the acid. It's the item that we must keep till the end of all the games. We'll see. We'll see how hard he... Well, no, he only does damage after each sequence. Enemies perform an attack. Seems pretty easy to fight. Acid beats cat. Acid beats cat every time. Look, I got a broken bottle and a freaking army with me, cat. You came down to the wrong beach. I punched that cat so hard he exploded. We gotta kill the final boss with acid. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I didn't waste the acid on it, because I did literally just friggin' deck him one. And Canis is supposed to do 1 damage for every ally you have, but the game is bugged, so he's very weak. Hey, I'll take it. I've literally started this game 2 hours ago. I know little to nothing. I'll take this this minor victory. And I guess I leveled up again. Yeah. I will... Look, my knowledge sucks. I'm thinking we level up knowledge again. My brain not too good, but it's getting better. I'm almost as perceptive as I am smart. Let's see. Folklore studies, +1 knowledge. I could be the smartest person, maybe, possibly. Or I'll just fail miserably. +1 charisma. +1 perception. My charisma is already pretty good. I haven't really failed a thing with charisma. My perception's pretty good. I honestly, I mean, yeah, I'm thinking it's just we're knowledge boys now. And then I just get everything that deals with charisma, everything else. I'm so charismatic. And knowledgeable, dexterous. Now I'm just weak. Well, after fighting a cat on the ocean, or near the ocean, after a slow interrogation, the young man manages to stutter out something about an organized fishing trip. Investigate seaside. Fight another cat. The investigation has taken a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. You don't say. You mean me fighting a cat in the middle of the beach wasn't like a, you know... You slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. Investigate the beach. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. And then Cthulhu rises. Kind of weird that the can of acid description says deal 7 damage to eldritch foes. Do they make anti-eldritch acid specifically? Yeah, I was a little concerned about that myself too. Like the cat. Like, what if that was just a cat? And it's like, well, that's technically not an eldritch foe. It takes, I don't know, a damage. Turns out acid doesn't burn just anybody. You arrive at the water's edge breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. He looks okay. That's a face that looks healthy. Hypnotized, you watch as they bob their way out of the harbor. Their lanterns move farther and farther away, and you hear the odd chanting slowly fade with the wind. You stand in the cold until the final boat is out of sight, and it is pitch black again. There's nothing to do now. You head home, weird chant still in your head. I got fish-manned. Cat was eldritch, it would have worked. Fair enough. Have you ever gotten hurt by acid? You might have some explaining to do. Turns out I am the eldritch bee. No one spoke of the fishermen after they sailed off. Grieving mothers would not let their children anywhere near the cursed beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. Sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors ending B. I feel like I didn't do a good, but I'll take it. As I'm not dead. You know? Silver linings. I don't know if you've ever even solved anything. I mean, basically, some fellas just gathered round and swam. You just watch stuff happen. I mean, yeah, like, I guess clearly I missed something, but like, it's definitely weird. Nothing was available, I don't think. Maybe I just got very unlucky with certain rolls, stat-wise. It feels like Oprah now. There's acid for you, and there's acid for you. I don't know if that was a real mystery. Sounds like they went fishing. I mean, yeah, it sounds like I just bumped into a bunch of, like, I don't know, really disgruntled fishermen. The side quest might have changed the ending out of K. I mean, yeah. This is definitely one that I feel like I'll want to, like, replay somehow eventually later. The old god stirs. Click here to reveal its effects. Arcane storm. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in an unnaturally green glow. That's normal. Okay, well, yeah, I'm doing all right. I fought a cat. I'm only panicking. I don't think that'll ever go away. The old god is, you know, resting increases doom penalty. You know, doom is coming. Life is over as we know it. Aurora Borealis at this time of day, at this time of year, in this part of the country. And it's just green. I guess. Do I get another key? Hang on. To the lighthouse. Right? Can I not just leave? Yeah. I have a couple keys, but not enough to open all locks. Let me in. I could get around one lock, right? Eldritch God turned up with the name Goizo. Fear Goizo. Goizo the Great. I guess as an eldritch being, you don't know how ridiculous your name is until people start like, Goizo. People start calling you out on it, and you're just like, what? You are not currently investigating recent newspaper clippings and notes. So I'm assuming I have to open the lighthouse. Goizo the Gunky. One more mystery hype. If it's anything like the last one, we're gonna be doing it very quickly. Because yeah. Curious case of a contagious coma. I'll try to blast through it. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People trying to wake the patients up result with them falling into a coma themselves. That doesn't look like a coma, they're wide awake. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated for the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people and how this strange illness started? They got around me. I just kind of, like, my negative auras. Check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. Look, people gotta fall asleep, man. You can't prevent everyone from... That's how we defeat it. We just go around everyone's doors and just bang and just like, wake up! You bump into one of your teammates in the gym. Hey, Takahashi, she says, looking over you with her brows furrowed. Are you doing okay? You've been acting really weird lately, and you look super tired. You shouldn't burden her with everything that's going on, but... You know, you've witnessed a lot of weird stuff, and you're constantly panicking. I'll explain myself. Turns out my luck isn't so great. You regret it as soon as you open your mouth. She looks at you like you're crazy, and you pretend it was a joke and leave quickly. Thumbs up. I did it. Nothing bad happened. She just thinks I'm crazy. Reports mention patient 0. Who could they be? Go to the downtown area. With dog. And so many other people. A sudden growl coming from behind a corner makes you stop. Am I gonna fight a puma again? Oh no. It's just you. It's fine. You entered the wrong side of town, lady. I did some damage. I guess her health was a lot higher. I wasn't paying attention. The ghoul bites you, and I think it only did like a damage. Yeah. Let's get him. Kick her while she's down. I missed so much. Is my bottle not working? Here's our chance. We just gotta beat up this ghoul. If this is anything like the last one, walks into a hospital. Ah, I see, these people are sleeping really hard. Well, that solves that mystery. Exactly, I mean, sometimes it's not a supernatural thing, it's just a coma. It's just a power nap, come on people. You have to sneak into the hospital and borrow the patient zero's information. Don't mind if I do. Oh yeah, the whole healing bit. I don't mind doing crime. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location threat level increase. Well, you know, that's the 43% talking. You've got the name and address. Let's get out of here. Don't mind if I do. Now, do I actually have a name and address, or is it just, yeah, it's just kind of like ambiguous. Random. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator doors open. Oh god! I got eaten by that! Luck check failure. Elevator doors open, revealing a black mass of eyes and teeth pouring into the elevator, biting and suffocating you. Later, you wake up in a doctor's office, a nurse discovering you lying unconscious on the elevator and floor. I bet they stole my papers. Maybe? Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. I thought I was still in the hospital. Why? Your luck is in shambles. No, I'm perfectly fine. Turns out, I'm not the luckiest fella. You know. I could use a little luck. Yeah. I need to buy my way to luck. Yeah. At this point, I am in the theory that, like, I am going to get wrecked the longer I do this. So, like, I'm definitely in that mode of, like, efficient, like, let's zoom through this. Like, luck, that's for chumps. Real men use acid. Yeah, why can't I just throw acid at the black amalgamation of tentacles and mouths and other horrific things? Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous, bleh. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for an unwanted followers. What could it mean? Call the police. Seems pretty just sudden. Also, there was a dead body on the beach. Calling the police is not gonna help me. Quick thinking perk. Maybe calling the police would be the better. Let's follow the man. What could I? Well, I didn't even do that. I can. Turns out I'm blind, deaf, and dumb. The door is locked, but you think you can repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. Nothing happens. They open the door really quick and, like, slam it in my nose, and I'm just over here in the alley. Oh man, my freaking face! Describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. It seems that he tried to contact a being from the dream realms. Yes, as you do, contact the dream realms. It's a bit of a leap that I took. Yes, seems he was trying to contact the dream realms. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderately a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful. Well, she has 2 eyes, so that's better than my other friend. Let's totally ignore the fact that I'm following cultists and they're contacting the dream realm and invite her for coffee. Let's just chat. We got things to do. Charisma check success. And yet, I have less reason than I did before. In between conspiracy theories and Bigfoot sightings, you hear a worrying rumor about an old god slowly awakening to rule the earth once again. Could this be the reason for recent horrific events? That's a big jump. Yeah, so I heard about aliens. Anyway, the god Gozoigo, or whatever the heck his name was, Goizo, is coming to rule the world again, huh? Crazy, am I right? Anyway, I got a garden to tend to. The quarantine wing is guarded closely. You must find a way to sneak through. If you say so, thing that's telling me what to do. Gozoigo. Look, man, his name's weird. He's an eldritch god. He'll get over it. The quarantine wing. I mean, yeah. My reasoning is doing all right. I'm only at 48% doom. We can afford it. Ah, yes, of course. The Dream Realm contact. Those telemarketers sure are stubborn. Cthulhu and Gozoigo. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. She has the coma thing. Set trash can. Hang on a minute. She's asleep from exhaustion. Which, by the way, we're dealing with a coma-like thing. I could just walk by her probably, and my goal is to set the trash on fire. It seems like a bit of a jump. Goizo comes from a Japanese movie, Gazoo, the thing forsaken by God. Gazoigo, the king, and Stinky. Typical nurse. I mean, you gotta do it. At this point, I probably do. I mean, yeah, it's all downhill from here. Look at it this way. The trash can on fire will wake her up. True. She's either in a coma and won't wake up, in which case I'll get by her, or she'll wake up and be distracted. It's a win-win in everyone's scenario. I set it on fire, and I make the hospital threat go up by 1. Yeah, but the hospital threat went up by 1 because I entered the hospital. You set the trash can on fire, it causes widespread panic, but it allows you to rummage through the cabinets and find the information you need. You get experience for being a psychopath. Thinking outside the can on this one. Pour acid in the fire. When in doubt, set it on fire. I'm gonna judge by the big old blood stain. My brain is melting. By the blood stain that I didn't do good. And turns out setting the hospital on fire did not help. Am I going crazy? I feel like I can't do anything wrong. Like, I'm an investigator, and yet I'm failing these in your favor. You've managed to sneak through the floor, avoiding the police, and finally reaching the quarantine wing where all the coma patients were brought in. They all wake up because they're shocked in horror that you, of all people, an investigator, setting trash cans on fire in a hospital, think you're helping them. Their pulse is slowly weakening and the blood pressure is dropping. You must hurry. Set the trash can on fire. Completely silence in this room hits you when you reach one of the beds. All patients are dead. Because of you. Yeah, I'd like to think I helped that one. Where's Kana when you need him? Oh, Kana was watching the whole time. Kana did not stop me. He was just like, maybe don't. You killed so many people. Turns out I was involved and I made it 1,000,000 times worse. Your character is sleep deprived. You were playing the part. Yeah, that's my face. That's my face when I found them. I was just like, hey, I'm here to save you. Like, just this shadow looming over me. Well, job done. True, yeah. Where's my paycheck? By setting the hospital on fire. Reward for solving the mystery, XP. I made some doom go down because there's less people comatose. Wait a minute. If you think about it, I bet I stopped a world-ending event because that's the dream realm. They're probably doing some weird... They were the cultists. I was gonna save them, but then their life support dropped and then they died. I think there are 2 old gods awakening. One of them is you. Turns out I'm the problem. Tireless, +1 reason, and stamina. Turns out I'm the hero that these people needed, and I leveled up. Sure, let's level up. Art, knowledge. Got an eye for detail, faster offensive actions. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. I got a boss to fight. I'm thinking we level up luck, because, yeah, I am getting wrecked in the the monster god was you all along. Freaking Goizo. Because I can't even remember what I came up with. Maybe heal reason. True, true. My brain is melting at a deteriorating rate. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Gazoigo. It's just gonna change as time goes on. Beware, Gazoigo. The old god stirs. School curfew! Not school curfew! With more and more students missing, the police has restricted access to the school's building. My god. It's all over. Gazoigo has won. He's made it so that... He's made it so that we can't just do what we want. Gazoigo isn't winning this round. I'm gonna heal, maybe. What is it? Take a bath? Isn't that it? The shower will help you calm down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature will you set it on? Man, what temperature does the person who set trash cans on fire in a hospital? Fill empty bottle with water. Sure? Yeah, you never know when that's gonna come in handy. Extra reason gain. Small XP boost. Extra stamina regain. We need reason. Yeah. It's not much, but hey. I have a feeling we're hitting the end, so... Also, yeah, go to the, where is the thing? Got the keys, right? Let's pop this bad boy open. Enter the lighthouse and die and make all of this worthless. Where is acid temperature? Face melting. We finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. What if hot isn't hot enough? Your gut is telling you two things: that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run as far as you can. You're afraid. There won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. Rest a bit. I'll just have a little nap here. Access storage. You know, I haven't done anything in prep. I'm gonna climb these stairs. Sure there is. Go back now. I'm gonna start climbing. Run, but we have acid. We're ready. Exactly, yeah. I've got acid and water. Because I'm pretty sure mixing those two does not help. Like, I'm pretty sure if you got acid on you, water is just kind of like a... You generally need something for burns like that. I'm not a scientist, as you might know. Yeah, start climbing. I'm ready to fight Gazoigo or... Yeah, Gazoigo. Yeah, like, turns out I don't pay attention to what I say. The acid god of doom that rules the seven hells with acid. That would be bad, yeah. Turns out he's the acid guy. Climbing up the winding staircase. You are stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. Oh god. These rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. Is he gonna freaking... It's the telemarketer! The ultimate opportunist. Is he the final? No, he can't be the final guy, right? But he does do Doom. That is spooky. He can't be the final guy. Let's just beat him up. Let's just let's beat up this nerd. School curfew is the weakness of many, as it is for me, the true elder god. You can raise the doom all you want. I'll still stab you with my broken bottle and my small army. Quick, use the acid, it's a trap. No, that's how they tempt you. They bring out the telemarketer to draw out your most powerful attacks. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. What does that say? I need a light source. I can't see. All you've been doing all game is stabbing people and letting all your boys beat people up. And it's working. That's what people don't register. Turns out no abomination can defeat friendship and a broken bottle. And a can of acid just in case. Stabbing is the champion song. I'm gonna continue climbing in the dark like a buffoon. Night. And die. I like stub my toe on the first step and I'm just like, ah, and then my reason drops. You decide to brave through the veil. You finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you hear as your brain implodes. I'm gonna power through this. I'm gonna beat this lighthouse with a broken bottle. We are the champions, and we'll keep on stabbing until the end. Trial of blood. Isn't that not what I've been doing this whole time? Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. Gazgoong. Oh, you're approaching me instead of running away in fear. You're approaching Acid Man with broken bottle? I can't stab the crap out of you without getting closer. Attack with the tumor 2, the ultimate killer. True, I still have a lump of flesh. But I don't think that does anything. I think it just... What does this do? It gives me stamina. We do that at the last resort. Right now, though, I think I'm going to be attacked by reason. My reasoning is going to plummet like a lead weight, and I will most likely die. But we will die like heroes. Find the switch. Dexterity check success. You managed to locate the door switch while avoiding the knives and glass shards. With a buzz, the gate opens. You can't defeat me, Gazoingus, or whatever the heck. I will. Wall photos of me. What is this, a vanity check? Following the winding staircase, you are stopped. Well, wait a minute. Someone's been taking your photos. The paparazzi. They focused on the enemies you fought with. There's something wrong, but you can't precisely say what. Select the enemy you fought as the second one. Oh god. It was definitely the gossip junkie. These guys I remember pretty. It was the gossip junkie. What an easy friggin' quiz. I know myself better than anyone. You rip the photo. Underneath it is a tiny button. The rest all had like little blow darts. You press it and with a buzz the gate opens. How high is this friggin' lighthouse? Following the winding staircase, you are... Stop. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment. Stole all clues and newspaper clippings and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them except one. Select the title of a mystery you investigated as the second one. It was the evolving eels. You rip the newspaper clippings of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it, another tiny button. Man, somebody put in a lot of work. Gazoingus is kind of petty if he's doing this. I mean, yeah, he's just like, heh, I was there in your house. What an easy quiz. We know exactly who we killed and in what order. Garbled memories. The dark cloud swirls around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? I mean, honestly, probably. Sorry, what? Oh. And with that, the answer is acid and stabbing. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are revealed. You are relieved and collapse on the floor. There wasn't a guy at the top to throw acid on? I've been carrying this can with me. I should have threw it at the telemarketer. But I guess I saved the day, so... The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop the ritual awakening the eldritch old god Gazoingus. But what's done is done. But the acid, I mean, yeah, it's the most disappointing part of this game. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right again. Congratulations, you're safe. For now. I mean, yeah, the world has me in it. We ain't safe. Congratulations, you survived. Level 4, difficulty level skeptic. Equipped broken bottle. Did I have it on skeptic? I thought it was... I don't know, I don't remember. I thought I had it on normal. I definitely had it on an easy difficulty. It was not on like some super hard. The ultimate bad guy was the annoying phone guy. That's the real trap. They make you think the telemarketer is a fake out, but it's actually not. They've gotten us. Wait, his name is actually Goizo. I thought that was just a joke. Turns out it's real. In this run, you managed to solve 4 mysteries plaguing this town. You saw 32 new events, you encountered 5 new enemies, and you unlocked 5 new achievements. And you stabbed a lot of people with a broken bottle. How could this be? Summoned old god Goizo. And I'm at a solid 50%. That was pretty good. It was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Set fire to a hospital. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was the villain. Goizo had nothing on me. Goizo was a facilitator. Stop that. To open my power. He just simply allowed me to harness my own chaotic capabilities. But with that being said, that will be the end of the stream. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by, of course. Obviously, I'll be posting the VOD on the YouTube channel at a later date. The Discord is open for everybody to do as you see fit. Sirens, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. And yes, obviously, much like Sirens does, feel free to leave a follow. Let people know about the stream. I will try to be back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST, maybe with more World of Horror. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I would definitely like to see multiple aspects of it. I was not expecting such a shockingly good game. It was a game that I purchased a long time ago and I totally forgot about and kind of slept on, and kind of feel bad that I did because it was pretty enjoyable. But yeah. That will be all for now. Hope to see you tomorrow. If not, I generally stream Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays are always kind of busy or personal stuff. But there's the occasional oddball. And yeah, I will see you all then.